Hi, I'm Danielle and I'm the founder of The Joyful Edit. Welcome to my channel. This is day 38 of Project 365. I hope you all had a wonderful Sunday. I've just spent today just doing what I normally do and just, recentering myself and decluttering, having a deep clean, putting some really good music on, and just having a bit of a reset and just getting myself ready for the next week, because as a result of doing this, I feel like so much more at peace. And during the week, I had moments where I felt quite overwhelmed, and I was quite teary and emotional. And I found that by growing myself into gratitude and doing this practice, it just helps center me and put things into perspective. And as a result, I just have such a greater sense of peace, and I feel like I am now stronger and in a position to kind of overcome anything that kind of comes my way. And yes, obviously there's still things going around in my head, but I just feel like it's in such a better place to deal with those things. And I think perspective is such a powerful tool, because often we build up these things in our head, and then when we write things down and we kind of look at actually what we need to do to address these things, it's never as much as kind of we anticipate. And I think also when we get into the practice of doing the things that make us feel good, whether it's journaling or gratitude or affirmations or just, spending time with family and friends, I think it helps us deal with those things so much better. And that we're not on our own, and we've got people around us for support, and it just helps us be able to deal with things that kind of life throws our way. And I was listening to a reel on Instagram, and it was a talk between two men, and one of the guys on there was saying, you've got such amazing kids, they're so kind and humble and just amazing. What is it that you've done to them? And what's your secret? And he said that every morning, and at the end of the day, he sits down with his kids and he asks them what they're grateful for. And that's the secret. It's simply asking them every day, what is it that they're grateful for? Because by doing that, he's getting his kids to focus on the good and focus on all the things that they're thankful for in their lives, whether it's their friendship or their teacher or the fact that the sun is shining or they have time to play, whatever it is. That simple practice that he's embedded into his children's lives has become so paramount and has shaped the kind of people or children that they are. I think, gosh, how simple is that as well? I think so often we complicate things and we think that there's this magic formula and we need to get our hands on it, when actually, when you strip things back, it's often the simple things that bring about the biggest changes. And I really want you to think about that and think about how often you are spotting the things that you are super, super thankful for and grateful for, and how often you dedicate yourself time to really immerse yourself in those feelings. Because I promise you, if you have been going through things that are overwhelming, or if you feel stressed, or things are getting you down, or you're having a few setbacks, or you're not where you want to be, any of those things, then absolutely gratitude is the one thing that can just change your inner being and how you feel in an instant. So I just want you right now to think about 3 core memories, and it can be any memories, 3 memories that you have that just bring you so much joy and so much happiness. And I want you to really feel it. I want you to imagine that you're back there and you can smell, whether it's the ocean or the trees, or think about the people that you're with and the conversations that you're having and the laughter and all of these things. I just want to ground you right now into this practice of gratitude. And I want you to go through each memory one at a time. And you will feel like your shoulders just start to relax and your breathing. You'll start to have control over your breath and you'll notice yourself smiling at how amazing that moment was and how good it felt. And I want you to do this every single day. It's going to take you 5 minutes, and literally this practice just transforms the way you go about your day. So when you deal with shitty things that come across your day, just remind yourself of that moment and how good it felt and how good your life is. And it will just let you know that you've got this and you don't need to stress and you don't need to worry. And it just puts things into perspective. And then another thing that I want you to do is every morning when you wake up and every night before you go to bed, I want you to get into the habit of writing down all the things that you're grateful for that day. And be those children that are seeking out the good and focusing on the positive and like what's brought them so much joy or what kindness they received. It can be anything, but just write it down every morning and every evening, and then read through your list and feel those feelings of gratitude. Because honestly, the power that has is just, that's overwhelming. We don't want to be thinking about stuff like whether it's bills or money worries or stresses at work. We want to be overwhelmed with joy and love and happiness. And when I was writing down my list, bearing in mind, like I've had, a week where I haven't felt 100%. I've been quite emotional. Again, we're honest on here, so I don't want you to, think that it's all been sunshine and daisies. And I've just, again, reminded myself of the practice of gratitude. And when I was writing my list down today, honestly, it literally brought me tears of joy. And I just thought, oh my gosh, all the things that's stressing me out and worrying me, that is so small and so insignificant. And now I'm just I've got this. I feel strong. I feel powerful. I feel happy. I feel content. I feel at ease. I feel at peace. And some of the things that were on my list was, I was at church day with my parents, and I just have been noticing how happy my dad's been, and that just brought me the most immense joy, just to see him really living and thriving, and finally all the hard work that he's done over the years and all the blood, sweat and tears that he's put into his business is now he's now able to reap the rewards and enjoy life and go on holiday. And he just, when you care about someone and you love someone so much and all you want is for them to be happy, that was it. I'm just was so grateful, and that emotion just made it was just again so overwhelming. So that was one of the things that I was thinking about. I was also thinking about the love and support of my family and how lucky I am to have them, and that it's an unconditional love. And that I think sometimes we feel like we have to put a mask on and we can't say that we are struggling or things are hard or challenging. And we forget to break down those barriers. And, I think it's important that we are vulnerable, and, we will surprise ourselves with the amount of people that will show up for us and care for us and love us. And it might be that you don't have immediate family, but it might be in your friends or your colleagues, or you might go to some classes that you are able to chat through some of the things there. For me, that was just again another thing that I'm so grateful for. And also friendship. I'm so grateful for the friends that I have in my life, because I have really struggled with friendship in my lifetime. That has definitely been something I have prayed about, and just something that I really wanted to like focus on in my life. And it's been certainly challenging, very hard, very upsetting at times. And again, like, this is something that I want to talk about further in detail. But I now feel like I have a really amazing group of friends that are incredible. They're supportive, they're loving, they raise you up, they raise your standards, and they make you laugh, and you can ring them up, and if you want to cry, you can just cry, you know, you don't have to put up that mask. And that is something that I have wanted so long. Like, I'm talking years and years and years. So I think often we kind of forget that we have wanted to be in the situation that we're at, and we just want to move on to the next thing, where, you know, I wanted to be in this situation for years, and now I feel like I finally got there, and that's something I'm so grateful for. And then the last thing I want to say I'm grateful for is my relationship with my partner, Dan. Like, I just love him so much, and so blessed for the relationship that I have, and for just me feeling so safe and protected and loved and secure. Yeah, so like, even just thinking about these things and sharing them with you just fills me up, and fills me up with so much love. Like, I feel it all in my skin, in my body, and it just makes me so happy. So like, say them out loud and really feel those feelings, and think about what it is that you're really grateful. And it might be very different to what I'm saying, but again, remember that there are certain things that I have wanted that has taken me years, and there'll be certain things that you really want, and absolutely, like, pray about them or write them down and manifest them, because absolutely, like, these things can happen, and before you know it, you'll be in a situation where you're saying about the things that you're grateful that you've always wanted. And gosh, that there is power in that. So I hope that you found today really enjoyable and inspiring, because that's what I want to do. I want to inspire you, and I want to be honest with you. And, you know, again, like, we are on this journey together, and, you know, if there's anything you want to share with me, then please write it down in the comments and reach out, because, you know, this is a community that I want to build, and I want to raise us up, and I want us to know that you know, that we're not on our own, and that these practices, when we commit to them, they bring about such incredible change and transformation, because life can be hard, but there are ways in which we can make it easier, and ways in which we can make it manageable. So if you're one of those which at the moment life's just a little bit tough, and you're not quite feeling your best, 100% get onto gratitude, because it will make you feel so good. And even if you feel your absolute best, do you want to feel better? Absolutely. So again, anyone and everyone, please have a moment to take some time to think about all the things that you are grateful for, and dedicate yourself to those practices every morning, every night. Literally just like 3-5 minutes, whatever it is, but you'll find yourself just writing so much. And it might be in the beginning that you find things a little bit tough, but it will get easier, and you'll start like noticing these things throughout the day. So it will just change your focus. So anyhow, I hope you all have an amazing Sunday evening. I am sending you so much love and so much blessings, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And until then, have a great evening, and I will see you soon.